war against America and is actively plotting to kill U.S. citizens. And when neither the United States nor our partners are in a position to capture him before he carries out a plot, his citizenship should no more serve as a shield than a sniper shooting down on an innocent crowd should be protected from a SWAT team. That's who Anwar al-Awlaki was. He was continuously trying to kill people. He helped oversee the 2010 plot to detonate explosive devices on 2 U.S.-bound cargo planes. He was involved in planning to blow up an airliner in 2009. When Farouk Abdul-Muttalib, the Christmas Day bomber, went to Yemen in 2009, al-Awlaki hosted him, approved his suicide operation, helped him tape a martyrdom video to be shown after the attack, and his last instructions were to blow up the airplane when it was over American soil. I would have detained and prosecuted al-Awlaki if we captured him before he carried out a plot, but we couldn't.
That was President Obama. Nasser al-Awlaki, he is talking about your son, Anwar al-Awlaki, your response to what President Obama announced.
Good morning, Amy. I am glad to be in your show. I have seen the speech of President Obama, and really I am surprised about what he said in his speech. You know, in fact, I wrote President Obama a letter in 2011, around April 2011. I sent it through another news channel, and I asked Mr. Obama that it is illegal and it is against the Constitution of the United States of America to target my son, who is an American and who was born in America. And I got no response. And then Obama went ahead and ordered the killing of my son, and they killed him on September 30th, 2011, in a small village in Al-Gawf Governorate in eastern Yemen. And by the way, Anwar was killed in a small hamlet which has only about 10 or 15 houses, and it was in the middle of the desert. Obama claims that they were not able to capture Anwar, neither him, his forces, nor the Yemeni forces. I think this is a big lie. If they wanted to capture Anwar, they would have done it easily. Sure, I am against capturing him, but anyhow, they could have done it easily because they had surveillance on Anwar for more than a month, and they knew exactly where he was. And they could have captured him if they wanted to do that. But it was decided by the American government and by Mr. Obama himself to silence Anwar al-Awlaki and kill him. And if Anwar al-Awlaki did anything against the United States, aside from his sermons, I want Mr. Obama to say that in court through his lawyers. But they made allegations against Anwar. Anwar is already dead, and they never indicted him for any wrongdoing. So I cannot believe what Mr. Obama said. What I believe, they killed him in cold blood. They killed him because they want to silence him forever because of his influence on Muslim youths all over the world.
Nasser al-Awlaki, President Obama did not directly refer to the drone attack on your grandson, 16-year-old Abdulrahman. But last October, former White House press secretary and then Obama campaign advisor Robert Gibbs was asked about the drone strike on your grandson, Abdulrahman. Gibbs responded by blaming Anwar al-Awlaki for his son's assassination by U.S. drones. He was questioned by reporter Sierra Adamson. Take a listen.
Do you think that the killing of Anwar al-Awlaki's 16-year-old son, who is an American citizen, is justifiable?
I'm not going to get into Anwar al-Awlaki's son. I know that Anwar al-Awlaki renounced his citizenship.
His son was still an American citizen.
Did great harm to people in this country. And was a regional al-Qaeda commander hoping to inflict harm and destruction on people that share his religion and others in this country. And
that's an American citizen that's being targeted without due process of law, without trial, and he's underage, he's a minor.
I would suggest that you should have a far more responsible father if they're truly concerned about the well-being of their children. I don't think becoming an al-Qaeda jihadist terrorist is the best way to go about doing your business.
I'd like you to respond, Nasser al-Awlaki, to President Obama's former press secretary saying that your grandson, Abdulrahman, should have a far more responsible father.
Well, I think I already talked about this, but I really think that a man like Mr. Gibbs, who used to be the White House spokesman for the President of the United States, to say a stupid and ridiculous statement like that. I mean, what is the relationship of killing Abdulrahman by a drone strike and that he is the son of Anwar al-Awlaki? And by the way, you know, I myself took care of raising Abdulrahman for many years. So he was not even with his father for Mr. Gibbs to say what he said. And so really what I feel about what Mr. Gibbs said is it is very astonishing and very surprising for a man like him to say something like this. You know, Abdulrahman did nothing against the United States. He is only 16 years old, and he is an American citizen. He was born in America, and he was killed by his own government. I want Mr. Gibbs to explain to me why he was killed. And, you know, this is really what I wanted to know from him and from President Obama and from the rest of the American administration. But to say something like that ridiculous statement is really outrageous.